then I can access it.
Hi, everybody. This is Bruce and
Wendy.
And we are from the organization BABSEACLE.
BABSEACLE.
And we are here at the end of the advanced training from the Roya Institute on clinical legal education being given out to law lecturers from Iran. And at the end of this advanced training, we've been reflecting on a number of questions as to the benefit and the impact of these trainings. And with that, we want to share with you some of our reflections. And to do that, we're going to interview each other to see how we've both felt about what has happened, what we've been a part of, and how successful it's been. And in doing that, I'm going to start by interviewing Wendy, a co-director or my co-director of BABSEACLE, and also, as I've said before, my lovely wife. So Wendy, to what extent do you think it's important to hold such trainings to audiences based in countries with less legal clinic experience, and why? And as you can see, we love using Zoom because with Zoom, you can do all this. Wendy, why don't you share with us how important you think this is?
I think that, thank you, Bruce. And I must say, you look very dashing today.
I feel dashing.
So I think the experience is incredibly important. I think not just for those where legal clinics are perhaps new and just starting out, but I think for all legal clinics. I think that especially at this particular point in history, we need to learn and we need to shift the way that we think about how we educate people and how students, especially law students, are going to interact with the world. To give this opportunity, which I see now the virtual is a real opportunity to really, really make a difference across the globe. It is just absolutely wonderful. Access now, you can do this by your phone and you can actually connect to people in a fun way across borders and across languages. So it's really great. Bruce, what about you? What do you think?
I think it's excellent. I think, and honestly, it isn't just for clinics with less legal clinic experience, but at all levels, how important it is to do this. And in some ways, focusing on clinics that may have less experience, clinics that may have more, and then bridging them together. But I think that the sharing and this multitude of sharing cross borders is vital to strengthening, expanding, deepening, not just the clinics in one country, but this whole clinical global movement.
I agree. I thought I'd just put some more snacks up because, you know, we do like fun and interactivity.
And we do. And with that, Wendy, do you have a question for me?
I have for you, yeah. So with this wonderful experience that we have been a part of here, what about, can you pick like one Iranian specific characteristic that you would say was your experience from the overall of this training series?
Absolutely. What I have been just really amazed about is how attentive and how engaged so many of these participants from Iran have been. Many of them don't have an English language capacity. A number do, but regardless, they have just been involved in attending, chatting, engaging, and just really soaking in so much and sharing back and forth. And I've both shared and learned simultaneous, and that has just been such a gift. And I want to thank all of the Iranian law lecturers for just doing that with me.
100%. Fantastic. We do a round the world clap. I would say, I can't say much more than that. I agree. I think the enthusiasm, the openness, the willing to participate in this virtual and fun learning way that we've done, where, you know, it's not easy. The internet does go down. The language can be a problem. But I think everybody has been so open to trying it and playing with these tools, at the same time learning some valuable things. So yeah, well done, everybody. Yeah,
And Wendy, my last question is, do you have suggestions going forward, improving the course, and what would you build on with this?
Oh, I think that the building on this course, wow, the potential is amazing that this can be done anywhere in the world, to take this and to do more regional and connecting different countries in together. It would be such a potential that can happen. One of the most wonderful things was the inclusion of so many professionals from around the globe. I think that is absolutely vital. Opening this up to a similar way into students, which is great. Bruce, what about you? You look very, very amazing in those glasses at the moment. I'm kind of jealous.
I love it. My suggestions for improvement is, it isn't so much improving, it's just building on it. It's actually now having the Iranian law lecturers, having them facilitate and taking this forward, and maybe we more stay in the background as they then share it with others. I would be building on this and following what's been done, and maybe adding on more to more days, more intense workshops. But even if you stayed at the level that we've done it to date for a while, that's great. And if we can just grow from there, terrific. So no negative thoughts about it. I just want to just kind of help to take it forward. And I want you to know that we at BABSEACLE are absolutely there, along with Roya and so many others. And let's just keep moving forward.
Great. Before we go, I just wanted to point out the graphic behind us. All of these words are part of the goals of CLE. As we learned in the session, I think way back at the very beginning, we discussed what the goals of clinical legal education is. And we thought this was a wonderful graphic that we could put in the background. So thank you to everybody who've made this possible.
Absolutely. And I really look forward to being a part of this much more going forward. And thank you for allowing us to be there at the beginning and hopefully into the future. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.